right, if you are just joining us on Live Now from Fox, this is a live image from the Taipei airport as we see U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has landed in Taiwan. There's been questions all throughout the morning as to whether she was going to travel to Taiwan because this is a controversial visit. China has said do not go there. They've threatened possible military action, saying that something could happen if she does go there. And at this point, it appears that Nancy Pelosi has said, I'm going to go there anyway, because that is the plane that just landed here at the Taipei airport. And that could, of course, escalate tensions with Beijing, which does claim this self-ruled island as its own territory. Obviously, it is very dark, but that appears to be Nancy Pelosi possibly getting out of the plane. Well, she walked over to the side, but I'm surprised that there's not a light on there, but we are watching to see when she does get off the plane. It appears someone who at least looked like Nancy Pelosi walked over to the left of the screen. But you can't see members of her delegation there that are getting off the plane. Again, this is U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi arriving in Taiwan for that controversial visit. And publications there in Taiwan, the three major ones, all saying that she expects to spend the night. Obviously, if you're watching now, you know it is dark out. This is nighttime, so she will spend the night. But it's not clear exactly what is on her agenda and what she will be doing. But again, a live image here out of Taiwan. That is the U.S. Plane there that U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has just landed on. We could see inside the door just a little bit ago, and it appeared someone who at least looked like Nancy Pelosi was off over in the corner. So we are going to watch as she exits, and it's possible we could actually get some live remarks from her. And if we do, we will bring those to you on air, live, raw, and unfiltered, as we do on Live Now from Fox. That is what we do. Very dark at the Taipei airport as we wait to see what happens next. But if you are just joining us, U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was believed to be headed for Taiwan today on a visit that could significantly escalate tensions with Beijing, which does claim that self-ruled island as its own territory. Once again, people are getting off the plane there. Pelosi's been on an Asian tour this week that is being closely watched to see if she's going to defy China's warnings against visiting the island republic, which is a close U.S. ally. China's vowed to retaliate if Pelosi becomes the highest U.S. elected official to visit Taiwan in more than 25 years, but no details have been given about exactly what they plan to do. Speculation is centered on threatening military exercises and possible incursions by Chinese planes and ships in areas that are under Taiwanese control. Again, we are keeping a close eye on the plane. It is very dark in there. You can see some lights flashing as people are taking photos out there outside of the plane. We are waiting to see if Nancy Pelosi is over there and if she is going to make any sort of remarks as she does arrive there. That does appear to be her, I believe. But she's not walking up to a podium or anything of that nature. Yeah, it is very dark, but that does appear to be Nancy Pelosi in that pink suit right there. So we don't see her walking up to any sort of podium or anything of that nature. If she does, though, we will, of course, let you know. And the reason that it appears to be her is because she was wearing the same thing when she landed in Malaysia earlier on this morning, hours ago. The Chinese foreign minister, by the way, has commented saying that Washington's betrayal, quote, on the Taiwan issue is bankrupting its national credibility. Some American politicians are playing with fire on the issue of Taiwan. This will definitely not have a good outcome. The exposure of America's bullying face again shows it as the world's biggest saboteur of peace. Right there, live on your screen, that is U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi at the Taipei airport in Taiwan, becoming the highest ranking official I should say highest U.S. elected official to visit Taiwan in more than 25 years. It's happened before. However, it's been 25 years since someone of her caliber has arrived there in Taiwan. There is a barricade outside the Grand Hyatt in Taipei, we're told, where she is expected to be staying. So she is going to stay over there at a hotel, obviously, in Taipei. As we mentioned, the Taiwan newspapers there say she is expected to spend the night. Not clear what's on her agenda just yet. We might find out. We might not, but I don't see her walking up to a podium or anything of that nature. I don't know if one is actually going to be set up. But it appears she's waving, posing for the cameras there, along with her delegation. And as we mentioned, this is a very, very controversial trip because it could significantly escalate the tensions with China and Beijing, which claim that self-ruled island as their own territory. We know that Pelosi has been on an Asian tour this week that is being closely watched to see if she would defy China's warnings, and it appears that she has done that as she has landed there in Taiwan. The White House was not commenting. They were asked a lot of questions yesterday at their White House briefing about whether or not she would go to Taiwan despite China's warnings. No direct answer was given. However, we now know that she has chosen to defy China's warning and go there to Taiwan, arriving at the Taipei airport not too long ago, maybe 10, 15 minutes at most, but I would say closer to about 10 minutes ago. We also know that a plane carrying Pelosi and her delegation left Malaysia earlier on this morning. That is where she had been. It actually appears our live image now is just kind of showing the airport from a distance. We did have the video of her entering live into the airport, but it appears that she has now entered the airport. That shot is gone, and we are looking at a live image there of the Taipei airport. Checking to see if we do have another camera. As we always mention, we do have a lot of cameras all over the area, not just the country, but across the world as well. All right, so as we mentioned, U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has arrived in Taiwan for that very controversial trip.